Well, I have to start this video by saying this was bound to happen eventually. Since the whole Star Wars Battlefront 2 loot box debacle that occurred late last year, governments worldwide have been taking a closer look into loot box mechanics in video games. The problem with mechanics like the one that is present in FIFA, Call of Duty, many other games, and many mobile titles is that these mechanics are imitating and, well, they are slot machines, which are manipulative. They are the exact definition of gambling, but usually developers and publishers get away with this because of how the law is written. The excuse we've heard is that loot boxes aren't gambling because you get a reward no matter what, and we've heard publishers and the ESRB compare the loot box mechanic to collectible card games. Specifically, the ESRB told Kotaku, while there's an element of chance in these mechanics, the player is always guaranteed to receive an in-game item, even if the player unfortunately receives something they don't want. We think of it as a similar principle to collectible card games. Sometimes you'll open a pack and get a brand new holographic card you've had your eye on for a while, but other times you'll end up with a pack of cards you already have. Anyway, the ESRB's answer to worries surrounding loot boxes is implementing an in-app purchase sticker on all games that have any sort of DLC, which actually doesn't identify if it has loot boxes or a story expansion. Pretty much this has done nothing at all, but overall, when you have people spending thousands and thousands of dollars on this mechanic yearly, all these publishers are doing is milking their players' wallets. Essentially, this is gamers suffering from gambling addiction, and many of these gamers are minors. Now, while many countries have been fighting against this, with notably US Representative Chris Lee earlier this year trying to draft laws regulating loot box mechanics, most of the efforts haven't at least been successful up to this point. But one country has, and that being Belgium, who earlier this year declared loot boxes gambling and therefore making it illegal. As reported by Eurogamer, Belgium's Minister of Justice said FIFA 18, Overwatch, and CSGO were illegal and demanded their loot boxes removed. If they're not, the publisher risks a prison sentence of up to 5 years and a fine of up to 800,000 euros. When minors are involved, those punishments can be doubled, the minister added. Belgium furthermore expressed a particular concern about the impact loot boxes have on young people. It is often children who come into contact with such systems, and we cannot allow that, said the minister. But only weeks later, EA said that they would push forward. EA CEO Andrew Wilson saying, "We're going to continue pushing forward with FIFA Ultimate Team. We're always thinking about our players. We're always thinking about how to deliver these type of experiences in a transparent, fun, fair, and balanced way for our players. We'll continue to work with regulators on that." I guess he just doesn't remember the whole Star Wars Battlefront 2 loot box debacle and Need for Speed. Look, these mechanics have never been about improving the user experience. It's always been about maximizing profits. Warner Brothers' Middle-earth Shadow of War removed its loot boxes earlier this year because they finally realized months after launch that, wow, loot boxes actually ruin the experience. Although I will add, this was mostly done for good PR. 2K Games was forced to adjust their NBA 2K My Team loot boxes, at least in Belgium. But when I say adjust, I mean they simply turned off the ability for players to use paid virtual currency to buy loot boxes. Pretty much players have to suffer because of NBA 2K's horrendous business model, but 2K Games has requested fans to defend their practices, which is just absolutely insane. Furthermore, one publisher, CD Projekt Red, has taken a strong stance against loot boxes and has taken the side of gamers. Anyway, this all leads to today's big news, and that is EA is now under criminal investigation in Belgium for not complying with their gambling laws with FIFA Ultimate Team.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
So Andrew Wilson saying they would push forward has backfired in a huge way. Dutch paper Metro reports that the Brussels Public Prosecutor's Office is conducting a criminal investigation into the company. I have no idea what the consequences will be for sure, but there will be a massive fine if EA does not comply. I've never been for government regulation, but these publishers have had chance after chance after chance, and the breaking point came with Star Wars Battlefront 2. People don't trust companies like Electronic Arts because they know how slimy of a company they are. And at this point, hopefully, this sends a message to all of this gaming industry. Metro noted that Blizzard with Overwatch, Valve with CSGO, and 2K Games have all complied with their new laws. They obviously didn't like it, but they have complied. Only Electronic Arts is left, and seems to be the one company that wants to fight this, which sounds like something EA would want to do, as FIFA Ultimate Team is their big moneymaker, and they can't lose that cash flow. But right now, the Belgian Gaming Commission wants the developer to be sued, as EA has already received a violation. The file is now in the hands of the Brussels public prosecutor, who is conducting the criminal investigation, all reported by Metro. Anyway, this will certainly be very interesting, but it seems Belgium and EA are heading to court, and I'm sure Electronic Arts will fight this. But what do you guys make of this news? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, but thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value, and consider subscribing for more videos like this, and I'll see you later.